The turning point.
Emma stared at the pile of textbooks on her desk, her head pounding. It was past midnight, and she had been trying to study for hours. No matter how many times she read the same passage, the words blurred together. Her dream of becoming a doctor felt impossible.
Maybe I'm just not smart enough,
she thought, burying her face in her hands. This wasn't the first time she had struggled. For years, Emma worked harder than everyone around her, yet her grades never reflected her effort. She tried every study method she could find online, flashcards, rereading notes, even listening to recordings in her sleep, but nothing seemed to help. One day, while venting to her friend Derek, he suggested something unexpected.
You should talk to Dr. Ramirez. She's not just a great professor. She knows how to make learning work for you.
Desperate for change, Emma scheduled a meeting. Dr. Ramirez welcomed her with a warm smile.
Emma, learning isn't just about studying harder. It's about studying smarter. Let's look at what's holding you back.
Over the next hour, Emma learned that her problem wasn't intelligence, it was her approach. Dr. Ramirez explained that stress and lack of sleep were blocking her brain's ability to retain information. She suggested 3 key changes. Prioritizing sleep and rest. Instead of cramming all night, Emma needed at least 7 hours of quality sleep to allow her brain to process and store information. Active learning techniques. Simply reading wasn't enough. Dr. Ramirez taught her to use mind mapping, teach-back methods, and spaced repetition. Balancing health and study. Exercise, hydration, and proper nutrition played a huge role in cognitive function. A simple 10-minute walk before studying could boost her focus dramatically. Skeptical but determined, Emma followed the advice. She set a consistent sleep schedule, exercised before study sessions, and began using active learning techniques. At first, the changes felt strange, but within weeks, something amazing happened. Studying became easier. Concepts clicked. Her anxiety faded. She finally felt in control. Months later, Emma aced her exams. As she held her results in her hands, she couldn't believe it. She had transformed. No longer just a student struggling through endless pages, she was thriving, confident, and on her way to achieving her dream. As she walked across campus, Emma smiled, knowing that personal transformation wasn't about pushing harder, it was about learning how to thrive.